Motion, roll sound, and action.
Story number 1. Money taking notice already in 2020. According to a report by Vice, rich people agree that life is unfair, apparently. Study shows that minimum wage has a big impact on the 99%, especially when they get a pay raise. NPR says that wealthy Republicans view healthcare differently than the poor. Mississippi makes poor people work to pay off their debts. Study shows that raising minimum wage could have a big impact on the suicide rates. They say that it could prevent suicides. FBI arrested New Jersey police sergeant. They say the sergeant is being accused of stealing money from drug suspects, according to the report. Change in food stamp work requirements apparently have states and recipients on edge. Youngstown, Ohio hit the headlines. They apparently have a 53% poverty rate. Now that includes children, and many other poverty-stricken places are starting to hit the headlines as well. Story number 2, children's health has a lot to do with the parents' decision-making. Unusual flu virus seems to be hitting children pretty hard. Now it has vaccines on the radar. Either they're working or they're not. This is a report according to the Washington Post. Alcohol-related deaths have doubled according to an NPR study. Child bit by coyote in Chicago has now sounded the alarm on wildlife. Man reportedly saved a baby girl in an apparent pit bull attack. Attorney of 2-year-old girl hit by a foul ball at an Astros game says the girl is suffering from permanent brain damage. Report by the BBC says that kids' brains shrink when they are neglected. 9-year-old among 5 killed in Pennsylvania turnpike crash that injured 60 people. Story number 3. Is climate change just a big campaign to draw awareness to the environment? Enormous megafire in Australia engulfs 1.5 million acres. Trump has environmental overhaul on his list of things to do. This could include regulations that are already in place and could upset environmentalists. I'll repeat that. He could awaken the wrath of the environmentalists. Trump administration sued for failing to protect green sea turtles from climate change. Report claims that humans are to blame for the extinction of the Chinese paddlefish. Chris Hemsworth pledges $1 million to help fight Australia's bushfires. Puerto Rico rocked by a magnitude 5.8 earthquake. The environment is on the radar. The earth, our home. Story number 4. What should people be allowed to do and say under the Constitution or any Constitution? No kneeling or protesting at the podium according to Olympic committees by athletes, but they say that they can use social media to protest. One of Donald Trump's sons poses with a rifle decorated with a cross used during the crusade. The rifle also had a picture of Hillary Clinton behind bars in the picture. Story number 5. It may be evident that Americans and businesses are crying for help. Boeing's biggest supplier lays off 2,800 workers because of the 737 MAX issues. Now we have to keep in mind, the question is, did Boeing CEO make desperate decisions because of the circumstances that his company was in? This is a question, as their CEO had to resign and will probably face some legal battles. Newsom wants California to be the first state to take charge of its own prescription drug market by selling state-owned drugs. Story number 6. Election alert. Republicans and Democrats are keeping an eye on the economy. U.S. job growth slows in December. New study by Newsweek makes headlines. They go in detail about the effects of Trump's tax laws and how much it benefited corporations. Big corporations. Business Insider reports that U.S. population growth is the lowest it's been since 1918. The report claims that that's bad news for the economy. Story number 7 and the top 2 stories that made it into the Mediator this week. Certified top 2. Does the Trump administration have a foreign policy strategy, or is Trump just freestyling on foreign affairs? Trump administration tacks more economic sanctions on Iran. The number of migrants arrested at the border dropped again in December. What role does Saudi Arabia play in the conflict with Iran? According to an NPR report, it claims that they sought dialogue with Iran before things escalated. Leaving the question is Saudi Arabia influencing Trump's foreign affairs decisions? Study shows that the world trusts Vladimir Putin and Xi Jinping more than the President of the United States, President Trump. Under pressure, Iran now admits that they shot down a Ukrainian airliner with 2 Russian-made missiles. Study shows that Americans feel that the Iranian conflict has made the United States less safe. China reportedly has banned foreign teaching materials in their public schools. House led by Pelosi will vote to limit Trump's war power on Iran. Trump's push to restrict green cards from immigrants seeking welfare has been blocked by the courts. Reports say that Trump needs to do something about Russian trolls targeting American veterans. Story number 8 and the top story handpicked that made it into the media this week. Top headline. The world doesn't need another war, but does the world need more dictators? Russian spy ship reported unusually approaching a U.S. naval destroyer in North Arabian Sea. House committee takes aim at President Trump, relating him to a dictator because he said that he could strike Iran without notifying Congress, leaving the world wondering, do we need more dictators? Do we need more war? Or does the world need to just take a chill pill, take a day off, relax, and have some family time? I want to thank you for tuning to the meeting this week. Once again, as usual, I'd like to thank all the news outlets and media, the journalists on the front lines for getting all the stories. I am just a mediator, staying in the middle. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and go to the website above my head. Show some support by buying something, click on something, watching something, read something, or just sponsor a program. I am out of here. Peace.
If you need help, then dial your operator.
Have no fear.
fellow citizens. The Mediator is here.
If you want to check out the stories that almost made it in or did make it in, go to our Twitter feed on our website. Check out everything. All of the sources are there. Go to the website. It's METHOD, the number 8, INC.com, method8inc.com, where you can buy something, click on something, watch something, read something, or just sponsor a program.